Hey there, I'm Nick Houston and I'm working out of our Mission Viejo Toni&Guy salon, and today we're working again with some more men's hairstyling. Today we have my model Dawson here, and we're going to be doing a scissor over comb technique through the sides on a symmetrical section, horseshoe section, working square through the top, and being able to play with that length, whether it be shorter for maybe more of a classic men's business style, maybe a little bit longer, leaving those disconnected pieces over that scissor over comb for something a little more funky. All right, here we go. We're about to get into the haircut. I'm going to section out that symmetrical horseshoe section. So here we're going to go a little bit higher recession, and we're going to be working more of a straight up technique instead of our classic scissor over comb where we come out and work with the head shape. We're going to be coming straight up to really collapse a lot of that weight and length that we leave through by cutting square through the top. So we've sectioned out his horseshoe section, got it in place, and we're going to be then going with the scissor over comb up the head. So here we go. As I scissor over combed up, we went straight up and still was leaving a little bit of lip, which would have turned into then extra weight that we did not need underneath. So now just looking here in the mirror, I can see that, and then I can go in and just kind of working with his shape, head shape, correct that out. So a little bit rounding that out, again like I said with the barbering, almost just working 90 degrees, taking it down to a one length. And again with my model just having such dense hair, now I'm going to be going in with my texturizing shears just to eliminate any sort of bulk. The last thing we want is that disconnection to fall over and those bits to just be poking through, causing a little bit of that hiccup there in the flow. Alright, so we're finished with the scissor over comb. Profile's looking great, weight has been released. I'm going to be taking all the clips out, re-wetting them a little bit just to get rid of the root that's stuck here. Coming in with some water. So I'm finding his natural side part right about there, and then right here in that fringe section we're going to throw in that diagonal forward to his opposite side recession. So really just trying to find the weight. How much hair do we want to leave out? How much do we want to throw into that square layer? So we're going to be taking this front fringe section, combing it to T to the part, and cutting that way. That way when this falls back down, we then have the nice short to long going this way for a nice blend in his layers. I'm going to leave that clipped out for now as I go in with the square layer through the top. And you can see he's got this pre-existing texture that his last hairstylist gave him. Just ignoring that altogether, pulling it straight up off the head and point cutting square. This very last section, I'm just going to be over directing it back one, then we'll have a little bit more of a general slight blend to our disconnection section. So this last section right here, coming back, following my guide. So I work this right side, now just going over here to the left. Working forward towards that disconnected fringe section. I'm going to go in shallow point cut just to clean up the perimeter as I've gone around. So we've completed cleaning up the perimeter of his weight line. Now we're going to go in blow dry so then we can remove that weight. We're going to come in with some deep parallel point cutting, a lot of channel cutting off of his part directionally in the way that we comb to style the hair. With dense hair such as Dawson's here, we're going to go in very aggressively. So our shape is complete. Weight has been removed. I'm gonna go in with some wax. Just show you a few different ways we can play with this style. Got our wax. Using the heat of my hand, we're just gonna emulsify really hard, warm that up, and then go in with fingers first. And then I really just like to use the comb, just to kind of work it through. Again, the comb is gonna give us more of that classic style, that Justin Timberlake, that 20s, a little bit of business, but a lot chic. Got a young guy wearing a cool suit, he needs the cut to go with it. So using that comb, working that product through, and giving us more of that style. Got that fun length. And here's where we can switch it up. Keeping more of a polished look, maybe a little more evocative of, say, the 50s. He's gonna now cuff that sleeve, put those cigarettes in this color, and he's got a little bit more of that action. We still have all this weight removal via the square layer we did through the top, but that extra length to then play with this. And then we can flip it and just give it a little bit more of a textured look and kind of play more with maybe a little bit of fringe down. So really having that, having this length here in front just gives us all, whatever mood we're in, whatever reason we have for a different style, that variation, just the creative, the ability to go wherever you want that day.
This haircut really works for me because I work in the salon and I need to be professional at some points, and also it works well because I like to throw it up, mix it up, hanging out with my friends. I got a lot of different options.
Thank you guys so much for watching. This has been our disconnected fringe, scissor over comb on the side, 20s evocative feel, versatile to go other ways as well. Hope you enjoyed. If you have any questions, comments, make them below. Thanks again.